the Red Barn.
Well, oh boy, hello, hello, hello. Good to have you with us on Red Barn Radio. I'm Brad Becker. We continue to celebrate the 20th season of Red Barn Radio, and tonight we welcome you to show number 764. 764, that's right. Shelby Lore is an Eastern Kentucky-based singer-songwriter. Growing up in rural Kentucky, he was exposed to a variety of musical styles, drawing influence from blues and southern rock and country to craft exactly what he does now. Shelby gives abundant credit to the Eastern Kentucky music scene for his sound, stating that Kentucky and Appalachia in general has its own genre. It's almost as if you can pick an Appalachian artist out of a crowd. This Carter City native started playing guitar at local bars, festivals, and venues at the ripe age of 16, the unripe age of 16, for other local bands, and started building his own band by the ripe age of 18. Shelby released his first album, No Name Town, at the beginning of 2020, and released his newest album, Great Unknown, in July of 2021. Welcome, Shelby Lore, to Red Barn Radio.
Help me, babe, I'm in a bad way again. Can you help me, babe, I'm in a bad way again. The whiskey ran dry and I lost all my friends. Dropped down lower than I guess I'd ever been. Can you help me, babe, I'm in a bad way again. Well, I don't know my limit, I live too fast. Smoke a lot of snorts of dirt when I run out of grass. Took a trip to the moon while sitting on my ass. I don't know my limit and I live too fast. Woo! Can you help me, babe, I'm in a bad way again. The whiskey ran dry and I lost all my friends. Dropped down lower than I guess I'd ever been. Can you help me, babe, I'm in a bad way again. I'm damned if you don't, you're damned if you do. You gave me more handouts than you were willing to. I saw you leaving coming, can't you help me make it through? I'm damned if you don't, you're damned if you do. Can you help me, babe, I'm in a bad way again. The whiskey ran dry and I lost all my friends. Dropped down lower than I guess I'd ever been. Can you help me, again. The whiskey ran dry and I lost all my friends. Dropped down lower than I guess I'd ever been. Can you help me, babe? I'm in a bad way again. Can you help me, babe? I'm in a bad way again. Whiskey ran dry and I lost all my friends. Dropped down lower than I guess I'd ever been. Can you help me, babe? I'm in a bad way again. Can you help me, babe? I'm in a bad way again. Can you help me, babe? I'm in a bad way again. Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening and welcome to Red Barn Radio. Wherever in the world you're listening, welcome to Roots Music Southern Style. Thanks to WEKU, Red Barn Radio's official radio partner, NPR for Central and Eastern Kentucky. Listen online at weku.org. Red Barn Radio is supported by Visit Lex, Lexington, Kentucky's Convention and Visitors Bureau. More information on what Lexington has to offer is at visitlex.com. LexArts, Lexington, Kentucky's premier cultural development, advocacy, and fundraising organization, working for the development of a strong and vibrant arts community as a means of enhancing the quality of life in Central Kentucky. Follow Red Barn Radio on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Here's the host of Red Barn Radio to tell us more about tonight's performers.
Well, all right. Our guest this evening is Shelby Lore from Carter City, Kentucky. Shelby plays a fine guitar, as you may know already, and has a real knack for the Southern sound. I think you'll agree that he is someone we will certainly be seeing more of in the coming years. He's brought a band with him. The Shelby Lore Band consists of lifelong best friend, artist Tyler Kaiser on bass guitar and harmony vocals, and drummer Lucas Stepp, whom they affectionately call their newest family member. Welcome back, Shelby Lore, to the Red Barn stage.
Thank you for having us.
All right. Great to have you.
This song is off of our first album, off the No Name Town album. This song is called Dreams in a Small Town. It's about, it's just about that. It's about having dreams and hoping one day you get to live those dreams. You would think the world stops turning at the county line. Everybody tries to get ahead, but we're all getting by just fine. Myself, I'd like to pick this six string and go as far as it'll get me. But people think around here it won't go far. Anytime the thought comes back around, how could I be better in a so-called better town? Would I walk the streets would have walked the streets the same if every face I passed didn't know my name? Could I look for the moon at night? Or could I see past those bright city lights? Can you have what you love and not have to get out? Don't let them fill your head with doubt. Live your dreams come true in a small town. Thank you. So this next song is was our first single off of our new album, The Great Unknown. It's a little love song. This song's called What I Almost Said. Hearts beat so fast, can't seem to slow my breathing. The lights down low, there you sit, just patiently waiting. A bottle of wine, 2 glasses on the table. I need to calm my nerves, just don't think that I'm able. While your eyes say cut to the chase, I've waited long enough for the stars to fall in place. You don't have to go, it's getting late. Why don't you stay with me? You never know one of these days what you and I could be. I hope I don't seem out of line. What's inside my head? I love you, sweet dreams and good night, is what I almost said. Suppose you stay tonight. Could it always be this way? Suppose I kissed just right. Could you feel what I'm trying to say? I can't get it off of my tongue while you're walking to your car. I scream at the top of my lungs before you get too far. You don't have to go, it's getting late. Why don't you stay with me? You never know one of these days what you and I could be. I hope I don't seem out of line. But what's inside my head? I love you, sweet dreams and good night, is what I almost said. You don't have to go, it's getting late. Why don't you stay with me? You never know one of these days what you and I could be. I hope I don't seem out of line. What's inside my head? I love you, sweet dreams and good night, is what I almost said. I love you, sweet dreams and good night. This next song It's another one off our new album. I wrote this song for my wife. I hope she's listening. Baby. Baby, baby. In the sky, it's slowly fading to blue, and the stars come out to shine, just not quite like you. You remind me of a day I'd always wanted to feel when I was busy making time for time to kill. Oh, your voice draws me in like a place to lay my head, and your eyes tell more truth than the words written in red. Oh yeah, let me tell you all night long what you mean to me. I've finally become the man I'd always wanted to be. So put your heart in my hand while we jump from above and fall deeper while we look for the bottom of love. A starlit September night, leaves falling from the sky, a summer's ending kind of love. That's what I got by my side. You show mercy on me when I struggle with who I am. You take the pieces that fall to help build a better man. Oh yeah, let me tell you all night long what you mean to me. I've finally become the man I always wanted to be. So put your heart in my hand while we jump from above, fall deeper while we look for the bottom of. Let me tell you all night long from above. Fall deeper while we look for the bottom of love.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Shelby, I hope you'll play some tunes with little guitar in them. That'd be kind of cool.
I don't touch the stuff.
Hey, you're listening to the Shelby Lore Band. They're our guest this evening on Red Barn Radio, and he's with a band here. Tyler, as you can guess, Tyler Kaiser is the bass player and also singing those background vocals, and Luke Estep is doing some drums back there, and I think vocals to come. Have you also been singing vocals, and have I just not noticed?
Not currently.
Okay, I didn't think you had been
in the
yet.
works.
Okay, good. All right, good. So it's great to have you guys here, and what fun. I thought we could start maybe with a conversation I had with Tyler before the program. He asked me not to ask some of these questions, so I'll go ahead and do it.
I thought that was between us.
No, it just isn't.
This might be Tyler's last show, guys.
This is live.
So, as Tyler tells the story, you guys have known each other. I mean, like as far back as 5 years old.
Yeah.
You know, okay.
Time,
So,
yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah.
okay, and he felt. I mean, what he expressed to me was that he felt like you were just. You really liked music, but that he didn't feel like you really showed a lot of talent. I mean, do I get that story right, Tyler?
Something like that.
Oh, okay, I couldn't remember if maybe
was
I've
not-
forgotten exactly how
he's-
you put it.
He's throwing me under the bus.
So,
No, the story is that the story Tyler tells me, which is great, is that so you guys were growing up together, and at some point in time, you busted a leg.
Yeah.
And disappeared for a time, and then sort of re-emerged. It's like you were Robert Johnson. You
No,
disappeared.
playing as good as he does now, but he was like a kid. You know, like
well, like
11.
okay, so I was like, I don't know, 11 or 12, and I went snowboarding on a trash can lid, which is not for snowboarding.
So that's right. So it wasn't really snowboarding.
No, it was
Not the way they do it in the Olympics.
No, this is the way you do it in the holler.
Uh-huh.
And
But let me tell you, it was cool.
it was cool. Anyway, so I went down and I just shattered my ankle. And I'd always played guitar. Like me and Tyler always played guitar and things like that. But I got really serious about it when I broke my leg because I didn't have anything else to do. And I've always been just interested in music in general. I actually learned how to play drums when I broke my leg too. So that's kind of whenever I started really hitting music heavy. And then I didn't want to play bass, and then I said, Tyler, will you play bass? No, I'm just kidding.
That explains your hi-hat foot.
Yeah.
Hey, but that says a lot. Listen, so you came back like as Tyler described it, just scorching.
I feel like we was, Shub's always been a little better, but like we were neck and neck, and then he did something in those 3 months or so that
I was out for a year, man.
Was it?
It was a year.
okay, 3 months a year. It was
Well, no, I thought you said 3 years. I was saying, well, he must have really busted
No,
that
no.
leg bad. So
no,
okay,
he was
so
out a period of time in school.
yeah.
And I didn't see him.
Almost a whole year of school for sure. But yeah, I really messed it up pretty bad.
Yeah, but had you shown that kind of tenacity? I mean, it takes a lot of tenacity at age 12 to dive into something so deeply that you come out that much better,
Well,
which is great.
Tyler definitely talks me up, and I'm very, very thankful.
He should talk you up.
But my dad, everybody in my family plays, and just about everybody in Kentucky plays, I think. But
Not true, but yes, we do have a lot of players in this state. Yes.
and a lot of my relatives play, and if I needed to learn something, there was a point, like it was almost like a cutoff point of like, I'll show you something, but I'm not, or I will show you like a guitar lick, like something like that, but I'm not going to teach you the chords to a song. You got to listen and learn how to do that. And then I got really interested in that. It's just kind of a rabbit hole. I think that a lot of players can agree with that. Music is definitely a rabbit hole if you're listening or learning, and that's kind of how I got into it.
Yeah, but so tell us more about the family that you came up with.
Well, I grew up playing in my uncle's garage a lot. I had his name was Tim, and Tim is the man. He's the greatest.
Yeah.
He
really is.
Pretty much, I wouldn't sing in front of anybody, like nobody at all. And one day I was out in the garage, and I was playing, I think like it may be an Alice in Chains song or something. I don't know, just something I was really trying to, I really like loud vocals. And I always liked how my Aunt Dean, which is his wife, my dad's sister, I love how she could just belt it out. She could just wail, it seemed to me, like she could absolutely sing. And
what did she sing?
She always sang like in the garage we would do like Rocky Blues versions of like of some songs, or they'd always do classic country songs. Like she would do the band song called "The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down."
Oh,
and she would absolutely let it rip, and that's always what I think of. And I want to be able to sing like that. But anyway, I was in the garage and I wasn't that good, but Tim was like, you're really good, son. I was like, well, I'll keep doing that here. I'll keep practicing here, but I wouldn't sing anywhere else. And that's just kind of how me singing got started. And I used to smoke cigarettes, and cigarettes are bad. I don't know what camera I'm supposed to look at, but cigarettes are bad.
Excuse me, we don't do politics on this program.
Unless you smoke.
Yeah. Anyway, I quit smoking, and that's
yeah.
And that was
well. Congratulations. That's excellent that you did that.
Yeah.
And then as a young person, I don't know how young you were. You had an opportunity to sort of get out there and bring that voice out to a bigger crowd. Do I remember that correctly? That you went maybe to a bigger theater and actually sang in like a country music contest, or is that right?
Yeah. I got to do a thing with just a bunch of. I was like 17 or 18.
Okay.
And that was a big deal. We got to do that, and I didn't win, but it was a country music thing, and I got to be a part of that, and that was great. It was just a big experience. I got to sing at a place in Ashland, the Paramount Arts Center, and it was very cool for the first time being 17 years old, and I was really.
Well, yeah. Why did that mean so much to you? We've talked about the Paramount on here a lot of times, but I think it'd be great for you to tell people what's significant about the Paramount in Ashland.
It's hard to explain, really. I mean, that was the first time I played there, whenever I was young, and that was just how music sounds in there is incredible. Just how, if you're on stage, and just how it sounds in there is great. But if you sit anywhere in that theater, it doesn't matter if it's the back of the theater. It's just a great sounding theater. But you have people like just that came off Highway 23, like Billy Ray. He played there. I think he cut "Achy Breaky Heart" music video there, and
oh, come on.
Yeah, I mean,
that's cool.
Just a lot of cool stuff. But the people we played there was that June or July? Last year.
July.
And we opened up for Sunday Best, and it was sold out, and the people that put the thing on that got a hold of us to play it, the nicest people on planet Earth, and they were like, and we just got to play to a sold-out Paramount crowd, and it was incredible. That place means a lot to me, and that because it gave us that opportunity to kind of build our fan base and play there at a sold-out crowd with Sunday Best, who I'm a big fan of.
Yeah, so of course. And so, how many people were you playing to, and was that the biggest audience you played to date?
That was probably, I would say, the biggest that I've played.
Engaged
audience. Playing original music for sure.
Yeah, and Tyler, step up there. And how many people do you think were actually there?
I think they see 1,400, a little over 1,400.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they're a Sunday Best crowd too. They're wild and ready to listen to music.
Yeah. All right.
So
Yeah.
I still get people coming up to me.
Say again.
I still get people coming up to me and maybe recognize us or something, and they'll say, "Yeah, I was at that show." There was people last weekend that bought some shirts off of us at a show that were there. At the
Oh, wow.
Paramount.
Oh, that's cool, Luke.
Yeah.
And so you're as the youngest member of this ensemble, was that like a real wow experience for you?
You know, Shelby did a lot of the legwork, and I just kind of hopped on in stride.
Uh-huh.
So I hopped on for some of the better shows. I didn't have to really grind out any hours in bars. We're working on it.
We
We've been
don't want him
playing in
to.
a lot of bars, but
The bar scene can't get a Luke. He's ours. You all can't have him.
Shelby
Yeah, that's
definitely
right.
did a lot of the legwork.
Oh, very cool.
He did.
And so then you went ahead though, and how old were you, Shelby, when you put out the first album?
That was in 2020.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't that long ago, really.
No,
It seems
no.
like a long time ago, considering
Actually,
what's happened. But
Yeah, so that's the thing about that. Whenever we put the album out, I'll talk about a couple things here. The Great Unknown is a whole other thing, but
the newest album.
the newest album.
Yeah.
No Name Town, we didn't get to really promote it because the world shut down. We released it in February, and then our last show was in March, so we didn't get to play it at all. And whenever we did get to play, it was just kind of, I don't know, we didn't get to push it a whole lot. And but we have on the drums on our first single on it, we didn't have Luke yet, and we had Randy Birchfield, and that's very special to us. Randy is no longer with us, but he was an incredible drummer.
Yeah.
Just a lot of good friends on that album. I don't think Tyler sang some harmony on it, but we had just a lot of friends on that album. But Great Unknown is my favorite thing that I've been a part of with music, because every song on it, everything from just everything, all the writing, everything, these two were on every bit of it. All the bass is Tyler, all the harmonies Tyler, all the drums are Luke. It's something very special to me.
All right. Very nice.
Don't cry, Ty. Don't cry.
No, that's all right. I see him tearing up a little bit. Man.
We're very serious people.
If we weren't in a pandemic, I would say go ahead and hug each other. But
Well,
no, please don't.
A good thing about releasing one, I mean, it was bad at the time. Like that, it's kind of like we have two new albums to play on. You know,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, for sure.
sort of. You know,
Yeah,
a
that's
year back to back.
exciting.
Yeah.
And so you all went ahead and since the Great Unknown, you also put out do a couple of singles, right? You had a little streak of luck.
Yeah,
with a couple of singles.
Yeah, we did. We were approached to do the sound, like not the whole soundtrack, but a couple songs for a movie. And a good friend of mine, Tony Pence, he said, we go to this derby party and meet these guys, and they were going to the derby party. They were in Kentucky to shoot some scenes, just some no props or no. I don't know exactly anything about movies, but I know that they just wanted it to be like all real, like in the woods and in the hills, you know. And so they were in Kentucky, and they said they were looking for people to do some music for the soundtrack. And I got linked up with I guess he was the executive producer, and I wound up writing 2 songs for the movie, and I released one of them. It's called Damn Good Night, and the other one's called Hard Drinking Man. That one's just a honky-tonkin' song, but yeah, Damn Good Night we released, and had a good bit of luck with being able to do that. Very thankful.
Well, yeah. Did you say the name of the movie?
Oh, The Big Ugly is the movie.
I think it's on Hulu.
It's
too.
on Hulu. It was in theaters. Yeah, it was a big deal for us. It was really cool.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
And
Well,
we're in it for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, Tyler's guitar's in it longer than any of us, though.
We were in a movie with Ron Perlman and Vinnie
Malcolm
Jones,
McDowell.
Malcolm McDowell.
Vinnie Jones.
Yeah.
It was cool, man.
It was very exciting to see.
Oh, well,
everybody
yeah.
do
Well,
that
hell yeah.
Actually, I'll tell you something. We were there on one of the days. They were like, "This is your trailer," and I was like, "Boys, this is big time. We made
stuff.
it.
We made it.
Call Mom, tell her we made it." And then the next day, we showed up and they said, "Actually, the actors are here. You guys got to sit and wait in your car." Fair enough.
All right, hey, we're going to get back and talk some more in a little bit. Hey, folks, you're listening to Shelby Lore on Red Barn Radio, and we've got a lot more music and a lot more conversation coming up, so stick around. Shelby Lore and his band.
Hey there, old friend, how long has it been? So happy to know you're alive. What's that you say? You've been in a bad way, and you're only in town for a while. Let's grab a drink. I hope you don't think I've become a different man. Sure, you can have that 20 bucks I put back. These days have been rough, I understand. So glad that I could be useful. Don't you think nothing about these shoe prints on my back? I'm just trying to help a friend out. I'm just trying to help a friend out. Sure has been nice catching up like old times, but I'd best be on my way. Sure, I'll give you a ride, a place to stay for the night. You'd probably do the same thing. So glad that I could be useful. Don't you think nothing about these shoe prints on my back? I'm just trying to help a friend out. I'm just trying to help a friend out. Now here I sit with a thought in my head. Maybe I've been played. I'm useful as hell. I'm gullible as well, and got burned at the end of the day. So glad that I could be useful. Don't you think nothing about these shoe prints on my back? I'm just trying to help a friend out. I'm just trying to help a friend out. I'm just trying. I'm just trying to help a friend out. That's a brand new song that we worked up. That's going to be on our next album. We've been working on some new stuff. That one's called Useful, the $20 song. 20 bucks, man.
It's worth more than that.
This is probably our saddest song ever that we've written. This song's called Miss Jones. Miss Jones had a time getting out of bed this morning. She couldn't lift her heavy heart with her worrying mind. Held a cold coffee cup looking out the back door window. If she had a second chance, could she get there in time? But it's not her fault. Who would put that on their mama? A victim of circumstance never got to say goodbye. I wonder why you wouldn't listen. You knew you were on a path, ended way too soon. You'd better pay attention. Nobody wanted an example made of you. You laughed at the world, but not one damn thing was funny. Your voice would break every time you sang the blues. Out of a job, out of money, you pawned your guitar for another chance to use. Friends that loved you so, and a baby on the way. Did God let you know the price you chose to pay? I wonder why you wouldn't listen. You knew you were on a path that ended way too soon. You'd better pay attention. Nobody wanted an example made of you. Westwood traded sound of music for screaming sirens. Some hearts don't beat again just because they're made of gold. I wonder why you wouldn't listen. You knew you were on a path, ended way too soon. Did it break your heart when someone mentioned you'd better pay attention? Nobody wanted an example made of you. Thank you. That song's called Miss Jones. like I'm in a cave all alone, missing my family and thinking about my home. I have dreams, Lord, I dream them all day. They ain't coming true in this red race. I've been working this 9 to 5. Overtime doesn't help keep love alive. In dark days, they got me thinking at time. Is it even sunny over on the other side? Take my plate with their silver spoon. It make me feel like the things I'm doing just won't do. Give me a penny while they take the dime. Money won't buy back my time. I've been working this 9 to 5. Overtime doesn't help keep love alive. In dark days, they got me thinking at time. Is it even sunny over on the other side? If I can't burn that both ends, it never seems to quit. Is this a game I can't win? I'm feeling way beyond me. I've been working this 9 to 5. Overtime doesn't help keep love alive. In dark days, they got me thinking at time. Is it even sunny over on the other side? Is it even sunny over on the other side? That song's called Other Side.
Thank you, thank you.
All right. Well, before we get back to music, and before I tell you about what it is that we have coming up next on Red Barn Radio, I did want to say to you to remember that Red Barn live streams, both tonight's and on any Wednesday, remain available online for you to view at your convenience on the Red Barn YouTube channel. Our live video stream is available on the weku.org website, as is our audio stream, compliments of WGAD.net in Central New York. Don't miss a single episode of our program, please. And be sure to tell your friends what you like about Red Barn Radio. That's Red Barn Radio. Listen to the live. All right, next week, we got DOG, and that's spelled DEEOHGEE. It's DOG is the new chapter in the story of a band of brothers who've now been through everything, emerging on a fresh platform to share their unique blend of great American music, formerly touring under the name the Blackfoot Gypsies, who many of you are familiar with. They've dropped the old name but kept the same spirit, a spirit arising from a life dedicated to rock and roll. The group established a loyal fan base across the U.S. and Europe while releasing a catalog of music documenting their journey. And after going through inevitable changes over the course of hundreds of shows and thousands of miles, it only felt right to start a new book. And they're going to be with us right here on Red Barn Radio next week. That's DOG. We are so glad to have DOG joining us here next week, and we got to have you here with us, so don't miss it. Let's get back to tonight's Red Barn Radio program. How about that? We welcome you live on our social media platforms, folks, broadcasting from the Arts Place Performance Hall here in the city of Lexington, Kentucky. Please welcome back Shelby Lore to the Red Barn stage.
Thank you guys so
Thanks for
much
having
for having us. This next song is our most listened to song on Spotify. This is the one that I guess people like. This is it right here. This song's called "I'm All In." One more call, one more night, one more chance tonight. Worry about what's wrong or what is right. One more dance, one more song, one more look into your beautiful eyes before you move along. One more kiss before you leave, and one more time to beg for you to stay the night with me. I don't know where this is headed, and I don't know where it will end, but if it comes down to sink or swim, I'm all in every time. When it comes to you, I've never been afraid to cross that line. If I had the chance to press rewind, I would go to that first night we shared and pause it every time. If I could go back and do it all again, I'm all in. One more pass could be a big mistake, but I don't care, no, I'm not scared. It's a chance we've got to take. Oh, I know that it's a gamble, and I play the game to win. And if it comes down to bold to show your hand, I'm all in every time. When it comes to you, I've never been afraid to cross that line. If I had the chance to press rewind, I would go to that first night we shared and pause it every time. If I could go back and do it all again, I'm all in. I'm all in every time. When it comes to you, I've never been afraid to cross that line. If I had the chance to press rewind, I would go to that first night we shared and pause it every time. If I could go back and do it all again, yeah, if I could go just to do it all again. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So this next song here, this song's called Rock Bottom. This is a brand new song. Tyler brought it to the house the other day.
Is it rock bottom now?
It's rock
All
bottom
right,
now.
this song is rock bottom now.
It is for sure.
right.
It's on the paper, so it has to be
Okay.
from here on out. This song's called Rock Bottom. We hope you like it. It's a new song. Don't drink from the cup. It makes you wanna fight. As a kid, you watched it take love and end it in a night. It's sewn in the cloth that you're torn from. You keep it by your bed, it keeps you out of your head, so you don't have to run. That same crutch became your friend, helped you forget the things you said, till it took you by your hand just to throw you off the edge. It's there to keep you up and haunt you through the day. Come on, it's just one sip until it hits your lips and takes you all the way. In your car past the bar, headed straight for rock bottom, where you sat alone and swore you'd be better tomorrow. Try again to tell yourself when the sun comes up. Don't drink from the cup. Have mercy on yourself. This is not the end of the road. Look what's in front of you, not what you've been through, so you won't have to go. In your car past the bar, headed straight for rock bottom, where you sat alone and swore you'd be better tomorrow. Try again to tell yourself when the sun comes up. Don't drink from the cup. Don't drink from the cup. Don't drink from the cup. Thank you. Brand new tune there. Play it purty, Luke. All of my anxiety, leaving lump in my throat and shaking knees. Guilt I Won't you take it away? Holding on when I should have said goodbye. Tears I should have never been too proud to cry. When the right words could have changed it all, but I was too damn stubborn to let them fall. Take it away. Take it away. Take it all away. Reaching out for what's hard to find, being afraid of falling behind. Nights I thought would never turn into days. Take it away. Take it away. Take it all away. All the love that I tossed aside, 'cause I didn't love who I was inside. From the first time my eyes couldn't look away from you, you grabbed my breath and did what you always do. You take it away. You take it away. You take it all away. Reaching out for what's hard to find, being afraid of falling behind. The nights I thought would never turn into days. You take it away. You take it away. Take it away. You take it away. Mhm. Oh. You take it away. You take it away.
All right.
That's off our second album. That's off the new album. Take it away.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite songs that we recorded. That's
Just a fun rock
that was
song.
a fun,
Just
that
a
was a
feel
fun-
good old rock song, you know.
Yeah, that's a great sound. All right. So, hey, last time we were talking, a couple hours ago, we were talking about the Big Ugly in the movie. I have just a couple more questions to ask about that. First of all, do you imagine yourself doing more, or looking for other opportunities to do something like that?
That man's
Tyler?
mug was made
Oh,
for
me?
movies.
Well,
Absolutely.
Sure. It's for both of you.
Anything that we can do to better our chances to get people to hear our music and to play and just get it out there. And I'll take any chance, you know.
Yeah, but does it? So, were you satisfied with what they did with it? I mean, it's just a little snippet they
absolutely.
incorporate into the movie, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
cool. I mean, I know that was his question, but
No.
It's your band.
Doesn't belong to him. And, yeah.
he took rights to it. You see yourself in a movie. It doesn't matter. I like the movie.
I wasn't talking so much about like seeing yourself in the movie, like that. That's cool.
Right.
But I mean, in terms of how they used the tunes that you presented to them.
Yeah. That's what I was
For the
saying. Like
movie, yeah.
you see yourself in it, but like we were in that little part that we were in. Like we got to play that song too, and like and I mean, of course, if you could do that, and if given the opportunity to do that again, that was so cool. I would totally do that again.
Absolutely.
Well, that's nice. That's good to hear that it was a positive experience. That you don't feel like disgruntled. Because my next question was a personal question, which is, how much money did you make from it?
Oh, okay. So I don't care to answer this question.
Okay, you don't have to.
No. I don't. I will answer this question.
Oh, you don't mind?
Oh,
Okay,
no,
good.
no, no.
Good.
So there was an initial bit that we made, which was it was fair, and
Oh, wait a minute.
so
We don't know what that means. What does an initial bit mean?
$1 million.
Oh,
Not really. no.
Wow.
No, obviously I didn't roll in here in a Mercedes or nothing. No, but
Okay.
so I was looking at I always go on and look at like the BMI stuff because it's like let's see if I'm going to make something,
Yeah,
And
sure.
After the movie came out, after I signed the licensing thing, I think I made 4 cents.
Oh, baby.
You guys want to go eat after this?
So what you
On now.
All right.
It's on time.
Drinks on these guys. That's awesome. But you're laughing about it. It's funny. I mean, I'm laughing.
Yeah, I mean
for-
it was a great experience.
All right. Oh, that's got to be the way you have to approach these things,
Yeah, for sure.
right? It's like you say, Tyler. It's like you're building something and you want to
You ain't-
get it out there, right?
Nobody
And
gonna
anyway-
listen to you if you're gonna sit in the house,
Yeah, true that. Right.
You got to get out of the house.
Uh-huh. Well, yeah. That'll be easier. That'll be easier advice to follow now that things seem to be opening up a little bit. Yeah, it's like.
That's the truth.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Hey, let's spread it around a little bit. I think it's time for one of the two of you or both of you to share the love for Luke. Tell us about how you came across Luke, because he's obviously a talented, not just a talented guy, but I can see also that he's a talented guy, but also a very good soul and a good spirit. We feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that.
You want to take this one?
Good.
Also, Luke, you can talk. But I was playing an acoustic show at this place in Ashland, and were you playing that? Yeah, Tyler. Yeah, we were both playing. It was like a duo acoustic show, and we had definitely heard about Luke. And
What did you hear?
he would go to this restaurant sometimes in Ashland and play and sit in with this band, like on a jam night or whatever, and just kind of word got around that there was a kid that could absolutely play some drums. His name's Luke. So he came to this place we were playing, and he had a friend with him, and whenever on break, I went over and talked to him, because we had messaged back and forth some, right?
Yes, a mutual friend had got us into connection and told me that Shelby was maybe looking for a drummer. His name was Jason Hale, and I didn't let him know I was going to be there, but we had talked a little bit beforehand, and I decided to show up, and I brought a cajon, which is a wooden box drum, because it was an acoustic show. I knew it was just them on acoustic guitars, so I brought what I might need if he were to ask me to come up with him.
And sure enough, he was.
And I mean, did you bring them? Did you brought them, and did you have them like in a space where he could see them?
No, they were in my car.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
But I spotted him, and I was like, "That's Luke." And then
Okay.
I said, on break, I went over to talk to him, and I said,
don't let that kid up here.
he said, I brought a cajon. I said, let's get up and jam. And I said, what do you want to play? And he said that he wanted to play a song, Gone, which is off our first album. And I was absolutely mind blown that he listened. That
came ready
he
with a
came
tune.
ready. And we were doing a lot of covers.
The way you do it.
And he came prepared, and he knocked it out of the park. And after that, he came to another show, and he got behind the kit. And Ty looked at me after, and he said, "We've got to get that kid." And I was like, "Yeah, duh."
And then, of course, he's a great musician, but great person as well. Like,
Yeah.
he's our best friend, you know.
One of a kind person you are, Luke. You're very talented.
It really worked out.
Yeah, well, I feel that. Yeah, and so Luke, tell us about your background in drumming and where'd you learn the craft and yeah, tell us about that.
My dad was a drummer, not professionally. He just kind of did it in high school. And when I was a baby, he would always like tap on my back, and I think that always kind of gave it to me. I always had that rhythm. But let's see, I don't know. I started playing drums when I was in the 6th grade. My parents were kind enough to spot half of a drum set. They said, if you pay for half of it, we'll let you get a drum set. They were even more kind to let me
Play
make
them.
lots and lots and lots of noise over
Yeah.
lots and lots of years. And you know, each summer after that 6th grade summer, I would come back to school and people would say, "Well, you're better than you were last year." Kind of like Shelby's broken leg story. You know, you get that little break and you can just sit at home and work on your craft. And man, each time it would get better and better. And
Still.
I realized that that's what I wanted to do.
Huh. Did you ever do drums in high school, marching band, anything like that?
The school I went to Elliott County High School
Uh-huh.
in Sandy Hook, Kentucky, and there's really not much of a marching band. We don't have a football team or anything like that, but our band director did what he could with what he had, and
Yeah.
we would do for pep band games at basketball tournaments or whatever. He would let us get a drum set out and guitars and bass. It was unlike any other, regional high school marching band or pep band or anything
Yeah.
like that. And that's very cool. That helped a lot because that put me in cahoots with other players, other guitarists, other bassists, and we were able to all kind of get better together.
That's great. Aren't music teachers great?
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
public school music teachers are just amazing people.
Yeah, if you can get the right one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they like you said, they do so much they just do well with what they get, you
Yeah,
know, because they're not
absolutely.
getting not a lot of money funneled into the public school fine arts, right? Well, that's great. That's pretty neat. Pretty neat. Thanks for sharing that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, go. Oh, okay.
Oh.
That was just a Luke.
Yeah.
Go, Luke. All right. So now some time to brag on yourselves. Tell us about some stuff you've won, some special accolades that you've gotten along the way, or even about a personal, individual, accomplishment that you feel really proud of.
So we last year we all were nominated, but Luke got Drummer of the Year, and we're very proud of all this stuff. I got a Song of the Year with a song off our last album. Luke got Drummer of the Year. Ty got nominated for Bassist of the Year, and all that is great. We're very thankful for all that. One thing that I'm very thankful for, though, like besides all that, is being able. I think it's an accomplishment to find a group of people and make albums and make music and go do the thing. You know what I mean?
Other people that want to do it.
That's a huge accomplishment to me because I've been playing music for a long time, and I played a lot of places, and a lot of places by myself. I played with a bunch of different bands throughout the years and stuff, but never found a band that was like the band. Like I felt like I was in a band, and I played with great players. I'm not definitely not discrediting the players I played with, but finding Luke and Ty and making music, making original music and playing with it and grinding that whole thing out is probably the accomplishment that I'd like to talk the most about to anybody who want to talk about accomplishments.
Yeah, Tyler, you share that sentiment?
Yeah. What he said, man.
That kind of cover
yeah,
it for
I'm
you?
just listening. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joe.
I think that was my Captain America speech, dude. You guys amped.
Well, and that's great. I mean, it really nods. It nods to a lot of things. It nods to the wisdom that you've developed, yourself, to know that if music is going to have longevity for you, it's going to be because you're playing with people you love, and who share your vision and who share a desire to love doing what you do.
Absolutely.
So that's very cool.
And the future of it, like you think, I always think, my wife kind of laughs at me, but I always, like, whenever I write a song that I feel like is good, in my mind, I'm always like, that might be the last song I write. You know what I mean? I think I might not write another song. Just like my brain won't come up with another song or something like that. And she thinks that's silly, and it probably is silly. But it's really cool to get with Tyler, who writes songs, Luke's writes, and it's cool that there's a future in continuing to write and put out music. I mean, there's for sure going to be another Shelby Lore Band album and stuff, and that's stuff that it's great to look forward to.
So we've talked a little bit about your music and how it we can't necessarily put it into any particular genre.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at times, you have this. I don't know. I think Crazy Horse. I mean, it's kind of got this Neil Young Crazy Horse feel to it. Some of the sounds you pushing out in your guitar. I know he didn't play Fenders, but you got that punch.
We can't all be right.
You got that trio punch right now. You got the drummer who can do that, and the bass player working with him. So, do you feel like you have a sound that I don't know, that Nashville would like, or is that something that draws you? We've had artists on here for the last 2 months. It seems to me about 70% of the artists who've been on in the last couple of months have been folks who went to Nashville to find out who they were and what they wanted, and they actually found something there.
Yeah. So I don't discredit anything Nashville's got going on. It's just, it's not a thing that I am interested in as like moving there, or it's not even a place of interest to play, really. It's and like I said, it's nothing against anybody that plays there or who is. It's not nothing like that. I mean, if there was a place that was like, guys, we want you to come down and play your music, of course, I would want to do that.
Sure.
But I want to do that anywhere. It's not. I think that you're talking as far as our sound goes. I always go back whenever people ask. It is hard. Genres are weird, but I think we just fall in like we're a rock band, and we like country music, and we like all kinds of different music, but like we're a rock band, and there's so many different genres in a genre. But we southern rock and roll, country. I mean, it's just we're a melting pot of music. But you come and see us live. You come, it's a rock show, and we like to play where people are accepting of that kind of thing, not just a one genre thing.
Well, maybe you could help me with this. The booking director of the Grand Ole Opry asked me if I would ask you this question. No, I am curious about this. I am curious about this. I did pick up this quote, this thing that you said about Nashville. We'll see if you remember it. Uh-huh. You said that when you go to a place called Music City and there are people homeless on the sidewalk who play great, that is not a music city I want to see. So tell us what do you mean by that?
That's exactly what I mean. If you have a place called Music City, and there are musicians starving on the street, like it's just not a music. It's not.
Okay, so it's not. So you're not saying that there are so many amazing which is also true, that there are so many amazing players there that there are amazing players who can't even find a gig.
That's what I'm. Yeah, it's like I don't know a lot about Nashville, but what I do know about Nashville is so little. I want to point that out.
I'm not trying to put you on the spot. I was just trying to get inside of that a little bit, and is it for you at this point in your life, in your music life? you want to be places where audiences appreciate what you do, and that there aren't a ton of people trying to do the exact same thing you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that this where there's appreciation for music in general. It's not like if you go and we play this place in Warsaw, and it was if you're watching Billy and Clay, hello. We played this place in Warsaw, and it was the most accepting of all genres that were there. I mean, it was the best experience playing live that I've had in a long, long time, and it was just an accepting place. I mean, like they wanted to hear music. They didn't care what kind it was. They didn't care if it all made sense. They just wanted to hear music, and that meant a lot.
Yeah,
That was one of the best feelings.
Yeah.
It felt so good.
They didn't come up and say, "Hey, you're a great country band," or "You're a great rock band," or "You're a great whatever." They just said, "You guys are a great
We
band."
like what you do.
You're
Yeah.
only a
And that's how we
three-piece?
feel about you, too.
You're only a 3-piece? Yeah.
Yeah.
get that.
So, let's talk about this. What's been, would you say, the most significant? And any of you can field this. What's been the most significant shift for you musically over time? Have you, for instance, you guys have been playing. You guys have done a lot of covers and played out a lot, long gigs where you played just. I mean, we just hear you goofing around, and we know all the covers you guys could pull off pretty quick, probably. Is there a shift going on right now where you are thinking, you know what, we want to go to gigs and we want to play 2.5 hours of only our music?
Yeah, me and Tyler talk about that every day. I mean,
It's hard. It's hard.
yeah, it's
hard to transition out of that.
because there's a few reasons why. Like, if you love playing music, you just love playing music, and you're eat up with it. And anytime somebody's like, "Hey, you want to come play music?" I have a friend, actually, he don't really consider himself a guy that taught me, but his name's Wayne Neal, and one of the most talented individuals on planet Earth, and he taught me most of what I do stylistically, I think. And anytime that he's like, "Hey, you want to come play?" It's like, "Of course I want to come play. I love playing music." But you want to we're kind of at the point to where we want to separate the cover stuff from the original stuff, and that's kind of what we're getting into now. That's what we want to do, is play our music.
Yeah, and like we've been talking about it for a while, but it's hard to get people to come buy tickets at a ticketed show when they can go see you down at the bar or what. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
they need some sort of exclusivity, almost, it seems like.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, if you come to this show, Luke's going to play 2 drum solos. And we're going to make sure of it.
So when you guys, all right, well, that gets us to this. These guys have a couple more tunes to play before we see them off. And hey, folks, stick around, because there's some surprises coming up ahead, and you're gonna like this. And I do not mean that the members of the staff are going to come out spandex clad and perform some ballet or something for you. This is something
what it says.
something
Unless-
much bigger.
Unless you guys want to.
Something much bigger than that. So stick around. We've got something exciting happening coming up here on Red Barn Radio. Welcome back, Shelby Lore.
This song is off our first album. It's called Speechless. I know we say it all the time, but how can words know what to do? How can I love you suffice when it's just a fraction of the truth? My heart could tell you all the best words ever spoken, but my mouth won't let 'em go. No. What do I do when the word hit the brakes on the end of my tongue? And your eyes won't let mine go. I think it's safe to say that time won't be used to your kind of love. I think you know what I mean when I'm speechless. When we're driving to go out and you get dressed up like you do, it's hard to keep my hands on the wheel, 'cause I can't keep them off of you. Telling me let's leave and go back to the house. You took the words right out of my mouth. What do I do when the words hit the brakes on the end of my tongue? And your eyes won't let mine go. I think it's safe to say that time won't be used to your kind of love. Think you know what I mean when I'm speechless. My heart could tell you all the best words ever spoke, but my mouth won't let 'em go. What do I do when the words hit the brakes on the end of my tongue? And your eyes won't let mine go. I think it's safe to say that time won't be used to your kind of love. I think you know what I mean when I'm speechless. I think you know what I mean when I'm speechless. Speechless. This next song is the first song that I wrote in quarantine, and it's just about everybody loving each other and getting along. Also, I want to take this time to say, Avery Cooper, if you're watching, hello. And Hillary, hello. And I love yous. Let's all feel good, let's all love, let's all thank the stars above for shining down on us in the night. We gotta cleanse the air of selfishness and greed. We need to give back more to help the ones in need. is worth more than you know. Precious time is worth more than you know. Let's all feel good, let's all love, let's all thank the stars above, shining down on us in the night. Let's all use our hands to hold, help our neighbors young and old. Together we will make it out alright. Alright, alright. Yeah. Half of my heart wants to give and share. What kind of world would it be with only me there? The other half just wants to run and hide and hope one day we'll all be side by side. One day we'll all be side by side. Let's all feel good, let's all love, let's all thank the stars above, shining down on us in the night. Let's all use key step.
Wow, more drums.
Thank you guys so much for having us.
Hey, there are so many people to thank for our program. First, Shelby Lore and his band, our guests this evening. Thanks, Luke. What a great solo. Our volunteers and staff who make our production happen so beautifully each week. Thank you all for listening to our webcast, watching us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, and of course, those of you listening to us on the network of Red Barn stations worldwide. Thanks to WEKU, Red Barn's premier radio partner, NPR for Central and Eastern Kentucky. Listen online at weku.org. It's your chance to hear more great live music from Red Barn Radio and WEKU. Those of you here in the Central Kentucky area, you got to be sure to check out Red Barn TV. It's our weekly program of music, now on ABC 36 WTVQ. Red Barn Radio comes to you from our home, the Arts Place Performance Hall here in the great city of Lexington, Kentucky. Our website has updates for you and further information on our guests and our program. We're on the web at redbarnradio.com. And now, once again, let's welcome back for one more tune, Shelby Lore, to the Red Barn stage.
Thank you guys so much for having us. One out dream, cigarettes, moonshine jobs for a regret. Talent hidden by the hills, one out hands to pay the bills. Plywood stages, crystal dreams, local bars gone nowhere seen. Go nowhere. Long gone all the dreams they knew. At 30 years, you'll be there too. Music fit for opera stage, played for beer instead of pay. Folks around here for years have grown more than one great unknown. Great unknown. Empty rooms have heard the best of them play. If the walls could talk, they wouldn't know what to say. Loud guitars through a hole in the wall. Smoke rolling out of a bathroom stall. Worn out gear and tired eyes. Always in a race with time. Long gone all the dreams they knew. At 30, you may be here. Music fit for opera stage, played for beer instead of pay. Thank you so much for having us.
Shelby Lore.
Thank you all so much.
Well, that's all for our show for this week, folks. You can see and hear Red Barn Radio worldwide, though, as we stream live on the web on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern in North America. You can also listen to archived performances on Spotify and iTunes. And you can watch mountains of video, I said, on the Red Barn Radio YouTube channel. Hey, remember, every like, comment, share, and subscribe helps bring roots music Southern style to your neck of the woods. And finally this, if any of our featured artists are performing in your area and you're mobile, don't let that moneymaker sit on the sofa and get all atrophied. Get up and go out, take it out, and shake it out on the dance floor. These guys need you more than ever. They're working hard, as Shelby Lore and his band did tonight. From all of us here at Red Barn Radio to all of our friends worldwide, you got to keep working together to be safe and healthy. And until next time, good night from Red Barn Radio.